Hey, it's Jonathan again, and I want to congratulate you for going this far in our training. I hope you've been taking a lot of notes, and I hope you've been taking your time. This is not a race. This is to make sure that you understand what in the world that you're doing so you can be successful here at Driving Academy and helping us get to our goal of helping 1 million people get on the road to freedom. So this video is going to be all about closing. This is the 5th and final step of the sales process itself. So we have to walk through a few basic things on the closing procedures itself, right? So there's 4 basic categories a prospect can actually land in at the end of the tour. Category number 1, they want a CDO Class A and they do not have a permit yet. Category number 2, they want a CDO Class A, but they have a permit. Category number 3, they want a CDO Class B with no permit, and you guessed it, category number 4, they want a CDO Class B and they have a permit. So, some basic steps when it comes to the closing itself. Depending on what category that they're in, you're going to want to see which courses we offer to that individual. Anytime that we're giving courses and writing courses down on the back of the brochure, and it's going to look in this space right over here underneath the whole job placement side, you can always write down a minimum of 3 different options. 3 options are great. Why do you think McDonald's has 3 options, right? Because it's proven. Small, medium, large. They just added another option, I guess, that super size me option. But we're going to keep it simple. Minimum of 3 options, depending on which category they fit into. So what you're going to do, you're going to fill out the form as so. So it's pretty simple. You're going to fill out that side of the brochure. And you can actually see an example of a filled form out right over here. This is actually for somebody who, the current pricing that we're offering right now, for somebody who fits into category number 1. So we have a 250-hour course, a 160-hour course, and a 100-hour course. Now, of course, by the time that you're watching this video, these courses and pricings could have changed, but this is what it would look like if you are filling it out. So after step 1 is complete, you filled everything out. Down, you're going to explain line by line what each course is, which is pretty simple. So as an example, in this course right here, 250-hour course, as you can see, it is going to give you 250 hours of training for this Class A. It's going to be guaranteed. It's going to give you classroom training for the written test, yard and road training for the road test, unlimited tries at the road test. That's how we can actually guarantee that we get your license. And the current price now is $8,200. All right. So you're going to do that exactly for all 3, or if you're given 4 for whatever reason, all of the courses that you listed out. After you've explained all 3 of those options, you're going to sit back and ask one simple question. So tell me, which course do you like the best? Now remember, in the past I did say a good salesperson is not the one that asks the right questions, but the one that gets the answers, which means that we need an answer to this. So they could be telling you something, well, I don't really know, I got to think about it. Well, if you had to pick, which one would it be? So you want them to actually pick one of the courses. After you have an answer to that question, it's going to be very simple. You're going to say, okay, great. There's 3 ways you can pay. Way number 1, you can just pay in full. Way number 2, you can do $500 down. And that will get you started. Then we can create a customized payment plan for the rest. And way number 3, you can try to apply for a third-party loan that does come with interest, which means they're going to give you the money. You're going to then pay them back over time with interest. Which way would you like to know about more? Would be the next thing. In most cases, they're going to say, hey, tell me about the payment plan. Right? From there, you're going to go into our payment plan planner. You're going to fill out the information. That's going to spit out all the information that you need to describe the payment plan. We can customize any kind of payment plan that you need. Just understand we have very basic rules, very simple rules. Rule number 1 is a minimum of $500 down has to get them started. Right? They cannot put down $250. They can't put down $400. Has to be a minimum of $500, and everything has to be paid before they finish their training. So everything when we're designing the payment plan is we want them to pay as they're coming in. We don't want a big balance towards the end of their training, which means if they decide to just disappear on us after they did a majority of their training and they owe us a big balance, we lose out. And we hate losing out, right? So we can customize it any which way. Most of the time we just split into weekly payments or bi-weekly if they do get paid on a bi-weekly basis as well. If you have any questions on this whatsoever, then definitely contact the person who is training you or one of your managers. And again, we're going to get very deep and granular into this portion of the training, hands-on with an individual. I want to leave you with these 2 things. When you're talking about closing or the basics of all sales, it's all about transferring 2 things. One, you have to transfer confidence from yourself to the customer itself, right? So the way you talk, the way you act, the way you give these numbers at the end, you have to stay confident. Even though in the beginning you're going to be nervous, it's the first time you're doing it, you have to fake it till you make it. The next thing we have to do is transfer energy. So you got to keep your energy high, you got to keep your energy positive, because that's going to rub off on them, which is going to make it that much more easy for you to actually close a sale. So if you believe in your product and you're confident and you have high energy, there is no reason why you can't close a sale. It is your duty to make sure that this individual gets on the road to freedom, and you should understand that this is the best option for them to get on the road to freedom. If they don't spend money with us, they're going to spend some money someplace else, and that's not going to get the goal that they're after. So if you are a good person, you would want to make sure that they make the right decision. If you have any questions, again, contact somebody, and we'll definitely be able to answer any kind of questions you do have. I want to congratulate you for taking all the notes that you did and working your ass off to get you to where you are right now. The next video that you're going to watch is a full-length tour video, the most updated version that we have currently. And this is going to walk you through step by step exactly what we want you to say during the school tour itself. Have a good one.